Hello everyone, this is Texas Sports TV with, well, this week's Power Rankings. This has been my most popular video series so far. I think this is like the last week was like the fourth or fifth week in a row it surpassed 100, and like the third week in a row it surpassed 200. So things are going pretty well. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please like, comment, subscribe. Okay. Yeah, well, the subscribing especially would help. I still haven't reached even 100 yet, but thank you all who have subscribed. I have reached 88 subscribers. Thank you for helping me get that mark. It's kind of amazing. I'm gonna get going before my phone dies. The rules have changed slightly. Okay, it's still gonna be run differential per game, and I'm still looking at win-loss record, and I'm still looking at the current streak. Difference here is I'm ranking the run differential per game and the win-loss record, and I'm tallying it together for points. The lower the points, the better, because if you have the best run differential, that's 1. The best record, that's 1. The best score you can get is a 2. The worst you can get is a 60 if you get the 30th and the 30th, which both happen here in this week's Power Rankings. And the reason why I changed it is because, no, it's not to help my team. In fact, this actually hurt my team. It's because this one team, the Reds, their ranking just kept bothering me because they were in the top 10 even with a losing record week after week after week, and it was just bothering me so much. So I needed something simple that I can do easily within a day, because of the time restraint and all this. And well, this is just kind of what came up because I do the record anyways and I do the run differential anyways. So here we go. In 30th place with the 30th run differential at negative 2.3038 and the 30th record at 302, they have a 1-game losing streak with a total of 60 points. Shyster. There we go. So yeah, they're obviously the worst team this week with the worst record and the worst run differential. At 29th place, it's the Miami Marlins. Baltimore Orioles, 30th. I don't know if I said Baltimore Orioles. Well, the Miami Marlins. They're not the worst team. They have moved down though, from last week. They have the 28th run differential at negative 1.840, and they have the 29th worst record at 320. They're on a 3-game losing streak, and with it, which I don't think really matters unless they're two. It's just not good for the Miami Marlins at all. They're 28 and 29. It's a total of 57 points. Not so good. This team is just another pretty bad team. Marlins fans have to deal with a lot, but you know what? At least you're not in last place. 8th place, moving up. Last week y'all were in last. Now you're in 28th. Not bad. You have the 29th worst run differential at negative 1.980, and the 27th worst record at 380. A 2-game losing streak. The Detroit Tigers aren't looking like a very hot team right now. They're just not the same team as. They're just not a very good team. They're tallying up to 56 points. I know I'm not getting into as long as I normally do. It's just I need to not able to do that this week. Next week I'll probably talk more about the teams more. But for now, these are just the bottom dwelling teams. I don't really think a lot of people care about talking about them too much anyways, so there's that. This team hasn't moved at all. They have the 27th worst run differential at negative 1.05. They have the 25th worst record, which is, it's not found. It's error 404, record not found. I don't know what the record is. I just know it's the 25th. whatever. And it's the 5-game losing streak with 52 points. Down to 26th place, it is the Kansas City Royals. They have the 22nd worst run differential at negative 0.788, and they have the 28th worst record at 346. I think this is the first team so far that's actually on a winning streak, though. They were on a 1-game win streak, but that don't really matter because with the run differential and the record, they tally up a total of 50 points. And then, moving on to 25th, the Toronto Blue Jays, with the 23rd run differential at negative 0.830 and the 26th worst record at 396. They have a total of 49 points to the Royals 50, which they do have a 1-game win streak, so there's that. But Toronto Blue Jays are in the bottom 5 teams, and so there's now the Seattle Mariners are in 24th. They have the 24th worst run differential at negative 0.891. They have the 23rd worst record at 418 for a total of 47 points. And there's not a lot of good news for the Seattle Mariners. They're on a 6-game losing streak, which is honestly surprising to me considering I thought they honestly were going to do a lot better than this. I thought they were going to do worse than at the beginning of the year, but I thought they're going to do better than now, and it's just this team I honestly don't know anymore. 23rd, it's the Chicago White Sox with the 25th worst run differential at negative 1.077 and the 22nd worst record at 442. They have a total of 47 points. Now, the reason why they are in front of the Mariners, who also have 47 points, is because their losing streak is not as bad. They're only on a 3-game losing streak, while the Mariners are on a 6-game losing streak. Now, the White Sox can go fuck themselves. I'm glad they're in the bottom 10. Sadly, they moved up. They moved up to 23rd, but you know what? Screw them. They ruined us in 2005. Fuck them. They can crash and burn. Keep sucking. Stay in the bottom 10. Don't crawl out. And I gladly watch y'all fall to the bottom. Haven't moved at all. The Washington Nationals. Now they have the 21st worst run differential at negative 0.566 and the 24th worst record at 415. They are on the 3-game winning streak, but they have 45 points, which makes them the 22nd ranked team in this power rankings. Let me bring this down there. Hopefully that'll save battery more. Now 21st, moving up, is the Pittsburgh Pirates. They have the 26th worst run differential at negative 1.180. And the first team here to not have a losing record, they're tied for 14th in the record for a perfectly flat, even 500. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, and so they have 40 points, which ranks them 21st. And then the other team with 40 points. Now, the reason why they're up front, again, is because they're currently on a 2-game win streak, while the Pirates are on a 3-game losing streak. Now, the Angels have the 20th worst run differential at negative 0.288 and the 20th worst record at 462. And they rank 20th because of their run differential, because of their streak, which is a 2-game win streak, while the Pittsburgh Pirates are on a 3-game losing streak. Now, the Colorado Rockies are sitting there at 19th. They moved down because of, they have the 17th worst run differential at negative 0.118 and the 19th worst record at 471. They tallied up a total of 36 points, but hey, you know what? At least you're on a 1-game win streak. And, y'all also aren't on the bottom 10 because the Angels round out the bottom 10. Now the New York Mets, y'all have moved up to 18th. You have the 19th worst run differential at negative 0.231, and you're tied for 14th for an even record at 500. That's just even, not winning. We still haven't gotten to a team with a winning record, I don't think. You have 33 points and a win streak of 2-game win streak. And then there's the Cleveland Indians. They're sitting there at 17th because they're tied for 14th when it comes to the record, because they also have 500, but they have a slightly better run differential, which puts them above the New York Mets. They're in 16th of the run differential at negative 0.115 instead of negative 0.231, which gives them only a total of 30 points instead of 33, which, even though they're on a 2-game losing streak, it's still better than the New York Mets, which gives them the 17th spot. But that's not all that good news, I guess. Y'all didn't move down too far, but y'all still moved down the power rankings to 17th. Now, the Cincinnati Reds are about more where they should be because they aren't a top 10 team. They really aren't. They have the 10th best run differential at 0.615, but I mean, when you have the 20th best record, when you're the worst 10 when it comes to the record, 462, you're not a top 10 team. I'm sorry, Reds, you're not. So I just had to try this out, trying out a new style. You do have a 1-game win streak, but the run differential does help y'all because you're in the top 10, but you're in the no, you're not in the bottom 20th, 21, 20. Okay. Yeah, you're in the bottom 10. Almost. You're almost in the bottom 10. You barely... Okay, you're in the middle. Sorry. You're not in the bottom 10 when it comes to the record. You're in the bottom 21. But you're in the bottom 11. That's what I mean. You're in the bottom 11. But who cares? Your run differential helps you, which gives you only 30 points, which marks you above... No, it ties you with the Cleveland Indians, but you're above the Cleveland Indians because you have a 1-game win streak while they're on a losing streak. So, at least you're not that far down. You're in the middle. You're about where you should be, in my opinion. I don't think there's going to be any upset Reds fans because I'm not sure any Reds fans actually watch my power rankings. If you do, comment, tell me how stupid I am about messing up your team's rankings by having to change it. The Texas Rangers, still in 15th. They have the 14th best record at 500, which is a tie, and the 14th best run differential at positive 260, which gives them a total of 28 points. Though they are on a 2-game losing streak right now, which is important because the Padres also have 28 points. They have the 10th. They're tied for the 10th best record at 528, and they have the 18th run differential, ranked 18th at negative 0.189, and they are the first team in this rankings to have a positive record. Now, the 18th and 10 equals 28, just like the 14 and 14 equals 28, but because the Padres are on a 1-game losing streak and the Rangers are on a 2-game losing streak, the Padres are ranked higher at 14th instead of the 15th. So, Padres fans, you're finally out of the bottom 10. You're in the top 10 now. So, be happy. Celebrate a little bit. I don't care. You're still a pretty forgettable team in my opinion. That's just the way it is. I don't know. You've just been forgettable to me. Now, moving out to 13th place out of the top 10. They have the 12th best run differential at 0.385 and the tied for 14th record at 500. They're on a 1-game losing streak, but they got 26 points, so it don't matter about that when it comes to the Padres because they're ranked higher when it comes to the points total. over the Padres. And the first team to really have no Reds at all. They haven't moved down in the rankings. They don't have a losing record. And they're not on a losing streak. And they don't have a negative run differential. It's the Milwaukee Brewers. They're still in 12th, so they don't move up at all. But they have the 15th best run differential at 0.259. So really, their run differential is they're right down the middle. And they're tied for 8th when it comes to the record at 556. They're on a one-game win streak, but the 15 and 8 gives them a total of 23 points, which ranks them 12th. Now, the Braves, let's just get this out of the way, they're on a one-game win streak. They have even more green than the Brewers because they actually moved up in the rankings. They moved up to 11th. They have the 13th best run differential at 0.315. They are tied for 8th in the rankings for the record at 556. Now, Brewers and the Braves, they have the same record, but the Braves have a better run differential. See, they're ranked 15th in the run differential at 259. The Braves are ranked 13th at 315, which gives them a total of 21 points. So despite them having the same win streak, it don't matter. Braves are 11th with 21 points. And now we get to the teams that people really care about. The top 10. These are... Now again, I'm sorry. I missed things that I normally would talk about, like being flat in the middle, but how the Rangers suck ass, because they do. Because, and how the Pirates are a crappy team, because they are. And how the Miami Marlins fans have a crap ass owner and a crap ass league, and are just like, they just have a horrible life. I know I missed things I normally would talk about, but you know what? Like I said, this week, it's a little... This week, there's things going on. Okay, so we're just going to get to the top 10. The 10 best teams in MLB this week. Staying in 10th place, the Boston Red Sox. They have the 9th best run differential at .625, and they're tied for 10th in record at 528. Which, the 10 plus 9 equals 19 points. So the 19 points ranks them 10th with the one, and they're on a one-game win streak right now because they just beat the Astros. And you know what? Y'all are kind of becoming a rival, so yeah. We won the series, both series. We won the first 2 games both times, but then we lost the final fucking game each time. Oh well. Now, the Philadelphia Phillies moved down to 9th place. I'm sure they're glad that I changed up the system because they have the 11th best. They're ranked 11th in run differential at .509. So they wouldn't even be in the top 10 if I didn't change this. Poor Philly fans, y'all are talking about how awesome Bryce Harper is. And, well, he really is, like, one of the best, if not... I don't know, I'm not sure if I can call him the best yet, but he truly is one of the best baseball players of all time. One of the best. But Bryce Harper is not a team. He's not an army. I do hear, yes, they put a good team around him. I heard one person say the best catcher in the league. I am told that. I am told good team around him. Again, I'm not sold on this Phillies winning the World Series with Bryce Harper. I'm not sold on Bryce Harper ever winning the World Series. I just think he's so good that the teams will just rely too heavily on him as a one-man army. And with his contract, with it being record-breaking and all that, it really seems like that. So, there's that. 7 plus 11 is obviously 18 points in, the Phillies. Just a little bit more bad news. Y'all are on a losing streak right now, which really shouldn't mean too much, considering y'all are still doing really well, leading your division and all. Now, moving up to 8th place, they have the 8th best run differential at 660. And, well, where is it? There we go. They are tied with the Boston Red Sox for 10th for the record. And the Oakland Athletics did really well this week. They went on a 6-game winning streak, which is really well. They got the 10 plus 8, 18 points. Yeah, the win streak don't matter here as of right now. I don't think it will matter. No, might, but I don't think so. I don't remember what's 7th. But they moved up to 8th. They are ranked 8th in the run differential, 10th in the record of 528. And like I said, just really good news that Oakland Athletics, 6-game win streak, they're starting to look really good. Actually, not super awesome. They're not World Series contenders good, but they're actually looking like a playoff team. Like they're a playoff contender. Not winning division, but a playoff contender. And they're sitting pretty good at 18 points for the 8th place. Yeah, and another team that's tied along with the Oakland Athletics and the Boston Red Sox, when it comes to the record of 528, it's the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're sitting at 7th with the 7th best run differential at 925. They're on a 3-game win streak. This is really good. They got the most green as well. Oakland Athletics. Maxed out green. Arizona Diamondbacks has maxed out green. They're sitting at 17 points. Yes, the reason why they're over the Athletics is because they have a better run differential than the Athletics. Now, the Chicago Cubs, they have the 6th best record and the 6th best run differential. So, guess what? They're the 6th ranked team in the MLB this week. The Chicago Cubs, again, they're tired of people making fun of them. They won the World Series in 2016, but they've really haven't looked like a World Series contending team since then. They've kind of fallen off the radar, but they're like, please don't forget about us. We're still awesome. As they sit there, it's moving up to 6th place. Maybe they'll be able to hold this spot for when it really counts. Maybe not. And the games that matter really start to matter is after the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break, it's really where is your starting point. They're doing pretty good at their starting point, leading their division. Yeah, they're leading their division. And they're ranked 6th here. They got 12 points. 6 plus 6 is 12. They're on a 1-game losing streak, but you know what? It's only 1 game. You're on a winning record, and you got a really good run differential. You're really beating up your teams. Next is the Tampa Bay Rays. They got the 4th best run differential at 1.340 and the 5th best record at 620, which gives them a total of 9 points. And they're sitting in, as of right now, they're on a 2-game win streak. The Tampa Bay Rays, they were in 1st place for the longest time. This team does not move that often. They went from 1st to 2nd. They were sitting at 1st from the beginning of this rankings. Then they went to 2nd, then 3rd, and now they're in 5th, and now they seem to be sitting in 5th for a while. This team doesn't move very much at all. But yes, they are the top number 1, but they're still here, and they're still a really, really good team. But there's another team in the division that's better, and that's the New York Yankees. They're leading the division over the Tampa Bay Rays. They moved up to 4th. They passed the Rays in the power rankings. Finally, it's well deserved because the Yankees. And well, mm, yes, we can all agree. Everyone, except for like my one friend at State of the MLB. Well, everyone can agree. Just fuck the Yankees. Just stop being so good. Just can you just be bad for a little bit? Okay, you have the most championships of any team from any major league sport. Period. So just stop. Take a break. Like don't win any World Series until like you give other teams a chance to catch up. But you're ranked 5th with the run differential at 1.250 per game. You're ranked 3rd at the record at 654. You're on a 1 game lose streak. And the 5 plus 3, that is 8 points instead of 9, which gives the Yankees 4th place. Please don't get it to the top 3, which should belong to other teams. Now, the top 3, those are really the super powerhouse teams. You got the bronze, the silver, and the gold. The best of the best. Now, in 3rd place, the team bringing on the bronze got another medal. It is the Houston Astros. And like I said, this is my team. This is the best team in MLB. This is going to be the 2019 World Series champions. And, well, yeah. Like I said, I didn't do this to help my team. They got 2nd place when it comes to the run differential per game at 1.648. So if this was to help my team, I would have done something a little bit different because this total of 6 points gives them 3rd place, not 2nd. So yeah, this isn't to help my team. They have the 4th best record at 648, and the 2nd place run differential and the 4th place record gives this Houston Astros a total of 6 points. They fell off the gold. They're sitting at bronze now. And, well, that's partially because of the fucking White Sox, okay? I hate the fucking White Sox. Now, the Red Sox, they weren't too much of a problem. We won the series against the Red Sox both times. It was the fucking White Sox. Okay. Yeah, just fuck the White Sox. Fuck you with your 2005 sweep of the Astros, and fuck you for your knocking us out of 3rd place. Just fuck you out. Fuck the White Sox. We're on a 1 game lose streak because we just lost our final game of the series to the Red Sox. In 2nd place, the Los Angeles Dodgers, a team that I have a lot of respect for after, what happened. In 2017, y'all lost a very heartbreaking close game to the Astros. In 2018, y'all got destroyed by the Red Sox. And then here you are, you're like, you thought we're through? We lost Puig, but you know what? We're still one of the best teams. So, you have the 3rd best run differential at 1.491 and the 2nd best record at 660, which gives the Los Angeles Dodgers 5 points. And y'all are doing pretty good recently with, really recently, the past 3 games, with a 3-game win streak. Now, in 1st place, this team obviously deserves to be in 1st place. They have the best run differential at 2.135 points per game. And they have the best record at 692. And they're on a 6-game win streak, which is tied for the best. And they have the least amount of total points at 2 points. So they're tied for the best when it comes to their streak. They have the best record, and they have the best run differential, and they have the best when it comes to the total points. I really don't see how anyone can argue against the Minnesota Twins right now. At least when looking at this. They are clearly ranked number one. They're the best team in the MLB as of this week. But they won't be winning the World Series in 2019. I'm sorry. That's going to the Houston Astros. Now, this is the second week in a row where a new team has taken home the gold medal. First, we will see if we will get 3 weeks in a row where a new team sits at top next week. But you know what? Who cares? Who knows? If you don't care, just don't watch. If you do care, then go ahead and watch. Whatever. By next Power Rankings, I should have things better, and I should be able to record in a slideshow normally like I used to, but who knows? Strange things can happen again. And if you want to see more Power Rankings and you want to just stay up to date, please subscribe. If you want to help my channel, please subscribe. Like, I don't care as much if you like. I don't really care as much if you comment. I just need the subscribers. I have goals. I love to entertain people for a living. I really do. I love talking about baseball. And I love talking about other sports. Please subscribe. Like, I know this Texas Sports TV, but it would help a lot. You don't have to watch my other videos, because no one really does watch my other videos. Please subscribe. Please, I'm begging.